My dear child, what can I...
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything?
I must leave you.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need some?
I must leave you.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
Do you think that attending this ceremony...
Yes, obviously. This ritual made me understand the power. This new vision gives me new perspectives.
Knowledge comes in many forms.
That is true. An experience. I love exploring science and nature, but in the end, and yet, the nature of the things you and I, you'd have to have experienced it. Anything else?
I'm under the impression that you've not learned as many things as you wanted by observing Duncas's clan.
That's true. I hoped to, but instead, I don't know, the links that connects them and the... I wonder if this couldn't become another subject. If I said that in Al-Sad, people would think learning about the natives would allow...
I must leave you.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you...
I went into the tomb. I found the ancient crown of the High Kings.
And so, you entered into one of our most sacred places. May this adventure have brought you wisdom and understanding of our people, and of your own history. This relic is venerated. The one who wears it will certainly be elected. But you know that, do you not?
Yes, I do. I need to be certain that whoever is named will help me meet Enon Mil Frichtimen.
I have pledged my honor to help you, and my words are true. But more is being played here than a simple meeting. You know that I work for a tempering of spirits, the healing of wounds of Tifredi, and those of your own continent. But the decision is yours. To the son that was lost and refound on our island.
Take it. I trust you. In your wisdom, may we be guided towards a peaceful future.
The council has begun to unite. It is time for me to go. Thank you for choosing me. I will do all in my power to bring you what you desire. You have my promise.
Congratulations, Dunkus. I'm certain that you will be a very wise High King. And now, are you ready to keep your promise and take me to meet with Enon Miel Frichtimen?
You are burning with the impatience of youth. But according to tradition, I must first go to the sanctuary on my own. Without the blessing of Tifradi, my title is nothing but empty, meaningless words. But fret not. How could I be called wise if I went back on the promise I made my friend as soon as I got elected? Meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2 days, and I will open its doors for you.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'll be there.
Every one of us will be praying during these 2 days for Enon Miel Frichtimen to bless our chosen one. But we don't have to stay here and do nothing. We can go somewhere else if you want.
There you are, Karants.
How was the encounter?
Enon Miel Frichtimen welcomed me like a mother would welcome her child. I will have to meditate on everything he told me and think about the warnings he gave. But now he's waiting for you. I will open the way. Once you are in the sanctuary, always stay on the right-hand path and keep a confident heart. Those who let doubt take hold of them and turn back risk awakening the guardians of this place. Qua aulem seg.
child that was taken has returned. The flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call on me frichtimen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon frichtimen. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all foreigners. Flee, or you will be their victims.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
I saw a man running out of the sanctuary, and I heard the cries of creatures inside. Is everything all right? Did you manage to get the answers you were expecting?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the Earth. It's actually some kind of poisoning. And it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
Words that come from the heart of the island carry with them a wisdom, which may sometimes be difficult to grasp. If you need help, I would be glad to be of assistance. My clan knows how to heal the Earth.
Thank you, Dunkus. I suppose I just need time to think.
You haven't told me everything, have you? There appears to be a storm weighing down on your forehead.
It is true. But it is something I must verify by myself.
I see. Do not hesitate to come and find me if I can help you. Qua aulum secarans.
Goodbye.
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Burnham is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you described fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
You told me that during the ritual with Katasak, you felt the bond he'd created.
It's true. And it was an incredible feeling. I felt like I was every blade of grass in that remote place. I could see everything, feel everything, and I knew that I could bend the trees to my will.
Do you still feel that way?
Yes, but in a more dull, muffled way. The first time, it was surreal and perfect. In fact, I don't know if there's a word for it.
The first time?
The first time it happened. Now it's as if I've become used to feeling this bond.
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with frichtimen.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigyigador, and a Donegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree, as strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old, bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the Earth so much, we have poisoned it, and the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the Earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the Earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Yes. Something rather disturbing. He talked about you. He said his existence was in danger because of you.
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never hurt anybody on this island. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted or tried to convert islanders.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
Cousin, please, you know me. I have made some mistakes, but I never threatened anybody. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know how sorry I am about that.
Yes, I do know.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins of our fathers and to have his revenge for the invasion. By sowing the seeds of discord between us, he's probably hoping to weaken us. Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? The whole continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Lord de Sade, I've been hoping you would come.
Your Excellency, I heard news of the attacks against Hikmet.
We have had our differences, but none can deny your incredible efficiency. You must surely know that were we not desperate, I would not trouble you with this.
I'm listening.
Animals, creatures have been attacking us relentlessly. They throw themselves upon our defenses day and night. They do not even try to avoid our weapons, rushing as if to swamp us in infinite numbers. Our best soldiers fall exhausted from fatigue, the others die shredded by their claws. Please find the origin of these attacks and make them stop. If we cannot hold out, the entire population of Hikmet will be devoured. I sent a small group of trackers so that they might follow the trail of the creatures. Their last message came from a dangerous area in the hands of natives. The savages are certainly at the root of these evil attacks. Who else could have trained all of these creatures?
Could you indicate the zone in question?
Alas, no. I didn't get the information. You must meet their officer, who will know how to guide you there. She's leading our troops in the outpost at the entrance to the city.
Very well. I shall depart immediately.
Be so kind as to keep me informed. This affair is driving me to madness.
I would like to broach a rather unpleasant subject. Your treachery.
I beg your pardon? I am at a loss for words.
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your savants that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Dorhadgenedis to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You are even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tiana, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated? Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against his sovereign?
I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you, please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your spy. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I've taken care of your problem with the caravans. The merchants should now be able to reach Hikmet.
Captain Rainhild has sent a message to that effect. You have done a great service for me. Though there is something that bothers me. I was told that you met these savages and then let them go. They showed no mercy at all with your own merchants.
The congregation is not in conflict with these natives, and has no wish to begin one.
Your famous neutrality. Well then, you have solved the problem, and I would be discourteous to deny it.
My pleasure. I imagine the captain must have informed you of all that we learned.
Indeed, and I am extremely worried. An attack of any significant magnitude would be a catastrophe for our city. We have the means to repel these savages, but it will not be without great losses.
Perhaps there is another way. The natives have clearly expressed their wishes. The freedom of their brothers and sisters.
I see where this is headed, but I fear that they were not honest with you. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but a handful of warriors does not seem to justify an assault of such commitment.
They were not speaking of just a few soldiers, but of kidnappings. The victims are only villagers.
This is inexplicable. We have taken no villagers. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. And at times we have taken prisoners on the battlefield. But what use would we have for a few fishermen, hunters, and weavers?
Might it be possible that these kidnappings have taken place without your consent?
I doubt that. But of course, it is always possible that a few bandits might have stolen a shipment of arms. If that were the case, that would explain a great deal. Since you have been of such service to my people, and this grievous affair seems of great concern to you, would you be of a mind to lead the inquiry? Capture a few of these savages. Make it your mission to make them talk. We must understand what is going on before they attack.
Very well. I shall get to the bottom of this affair, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Could you tell me a little about your city?
We began construction of its first building. A magnificent city. Here you could find the best in everyone's eyes. This island...
Can you tell me anything about Afra?
Don't mind me.
There now, my dear. You know that I have no... Afra is one of our... Her knowledge is infinitely precious to...
And what of this conflict with Tulane?
Officially, we are at war. Of course, we did not rejoice when they set... But it seems that their only concern is they represent no true danger to us. And to be frank, we have...
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard of Prome.
Your Excellency, it's always a pleasure.
Thanks for your visit.
You managed to make it through. A group of these enraged beasts managed to get past our defenses.
Yes, we fought and defeated them. But how did they make it through?
My men are exhausted. We killed some of them, but we were overrun. Our situation is getting more and more desperate. I don't suppose I need to warn you about the dangers of this road.
Actually, that is why we're here. Governor Burnham sent me. He wants us to find a group of trackers.
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. Silly me. It looks like all we're good for is dying to protect his bloody city. But you wanted to ask me something.
Like I said, Governor Burnham is hoping that I can find a group of trackers, with your help.
I'd like to see you try. Indeed, I was ordered to send out a party of scouts, which I did, despite our losses. They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters. One of those savage sorcerers, no doubt.
Can you tell me which way they went?
Sorry, Your Excellency, I won't tell you anything until I receive some help. You have to understand, I hope that these men are alive. They are also under my command. But those who are here with me now are my main preoccupation. And as we speak, they're dropping like flies. Not to mention the fact that if this outpost falls, there won't be much left to protect the city. So you can go and tell the governor that if he wants me to help you, he will have to help us first.
I understand that your situation is desperate, that you want to take care of what appears most urgent. But it's not simply about me saving a few men. It's about stopping these attacks once and for all. By getting to their root cause, I intend to put an end to it. And then any help you hope to receive won't be needed any longer.
You hope that you will stop these attacks, but you have no way of knowing whether you'll manage to do so or not. Sorry, Your Excellency. Make sure you tell the Governor what I've told you.
Maybe we can avoid going to the Governor and save time. There aren't many of us, and I don't have any soldiers to give you. But perhaps I can still offer my help.
We were supposed to receive a shipment of ammunition and medicines, but we're still waiting for it. If you can bring it to me, we would at least be able to heal ourselves and have enough bullets to sustain these assaults.
Do you know where this material came from?
From your city, New Serene. The caravan transporting it was supposed to pass through here 2 days ago. It must have been attacked. But with a little bit of luck, its cargo should still be intact.
Very well. I will retrace the path. It shouldn't be too difficult to find it.
The 3 of you won't be able to bring the crates back by yourselves. 2 of my men will accompany you. Please, hurry. Without them, we're even less likely to hold.
We're departing right away. Captain, I must insist that you tell me which way they went.
I refuse, Your Excellency. Not till the situation here at the outpost changes. Get us some help and I'll be glad to give you all the instructions you need.
Could you tell me again what it is that you expect from me?
We were supposed to receive a shipment of ammunition and medicine. If you can bring it to me, we would at least...
Do you know where this...
From your city, New Serene, it must have...
Very well. I will
The 3 of you won't be able to bring the... Please, hurry.
We're departing right away. I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Soldiers, are you the ones who are supposed to help me search for the caravan?
Yes, Your Excellency.
We're ready to leave as soon as you wish.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We'll follow you. Here! There are tracks of a heavy carriage. They must belong to our caravan.
Let's take a closer look. This looks like the place the carriage left the road. There are also some animal prints. They were being chased.
They must have tried to escape them by taking this small path.
Let's follow them.
those who are accompanying the caravan are still alive.
You have witnessed the violence of the attacks we are sustaining. They must all be dead. I'm more worried about the potions. If they're broken...
They're all dead. They were torn to shreds.
But the cargo is still here, and it looks like it's in good condition.
As for the carriage, it's damaged. And without it, we'll have a hard time transporting this to the outpost. It'll take a bit of work, but I should be able to fix that.
Make it quick. I'm afraid that the beasts may not give us a lot of breathing space.
There. It's a makeshift repair, but it should be enough to reach the outpost.
We'd do well to depart now. Dragging this carriage won't be easy.
Let's go. An attack could happen soon. Here you are. I don't know how to thank you. Our cargo has finally arrived. With this ammunition, we'll be able to hold back the assaults, and the medicines have already given a boost to 3 of my men.
It wasn't an easy task, so I'm pleased that all this has been useful to you.
Here, take this. This is all I can offer to thank you, but I give it gladly.
Thank you, Captain. Now, can you tell me which way these trackers went?
They went towards the west, where the rebels are most numerous.
Are you talking about the Danae Exregau?
If you like. The governor is certain that these savages are behind the attacks, so I sent my men to find their camp. This isn't the first time that we've tried to find them, but now our survival depends on it.
I see. Well, thank you, Captain. I'll try to find your man and put an end to all this.
Good luck. And if my men are alive, send them back here, will you?
You can count on me. I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Are you the scout sent by the governor of Hikmet?
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wasn't getting any news from you and asked me to find you. He wants me to help him put an end to the attacks. Have you discovered anything?
Yes. A camp of rebel savages. We suspected there was one around here, and we finally found it. They must be the ones sending us the beasts. They all come from this region, and these barbarians have sworn to eliminate us. So we...
You may be right, but I'd rather be certain. I know the leader of this camp. I'll go talk to her.
You knew of this camp? These savages are responsible for dozens of deaths, maybe hundreds. Why didn't you inform the governor?
Because I'm a diplomat, not a scout. You should go back to...